All right, before you're able to send a test message, you're going to have to create a template. What are templates? Templates are basically ways in which you tell Facebook how your messages are going to be. They can be anything you want, they can have buttons, links, lots of things, but you need to send them for Facebook for approval. Usually it takes Facebook around a minute to approve templates, but it could take up to 24 to 48 hours in some cases. All right, so I'm going to create my template. Imagine this is a grocery shop. I'm going to say groceries shipment update. Okay, so I'm going to put this here. All right, just keep in mind that even if I try to put a space, it's going to put one of these dashes. All right, so don't worry about it. And capital letters are also not allowed. It would just make them lower caps. Then you need to choose the category. All right. Authentications is if you're sending like a code to someone, like, hey, your login code is 3547. Marketing is any message you want to send that has a marketing intention. So if you are sending a delivery update, that would be called a utility template, which is you're just giving an update about something. But if you're giving them an offer, it will be marketing. Facebook will reject your template if it's not categorized correctly. So make sure you are honest about it. The pricing also varies. Authentication costs tend to be very cheap, and marketing tend to be the most expensive ones. Utility is in the middle. Either way, template costs around the US and Europe between 4 and 6 cents per message approximately. It can go up, it can go lower, but it's never a lot of money. It's usually between 4 to 6 cents. And after you pay for that message, you don't have to pay to Facebook again for the next 24 hours. So you could continuously send more messages and it will not cost any more money there. After 24 hours, if you want to send another message, Facebook would charge you. Now, there's no charge in sending templates if a customer wrote to your number first. But in general, I would recommend you don't worry about it because for most people, this represents a very little cost. Only when you send thousands and thousands of messages every month, the price can go to a significant number. Right? I'm going to here mark it as utility, and then we're going to say the language of the template. You can attach text, images, documents, or videos to your template. So on top of the message, you could have any type of attachment here. I'm just going to do a text. If you would like to add an image, you simply put, for example, a Google Drive image here. You upload it. You need to send Facebook a sample image of what you would actually send to on a message. Now, once you use our tool later on Zapier, Make, or any other automation tool that you use, you can put any image there as long as it's a publicly accessible URL, because our system will just download that image and attach it on the message. Now let's go back to a text, and I'm going to say hi. And then we're going to say this is a message to a customer. So I'm going to click here and add variable, arrive, add, and then we can put another variable for the time, right? So now we have here the body variables. Here, this is what Facebook wants to see, wants to approve your template. So they would like to say, hey, show me what you would actually use for this number one variable. So I'm going to put my name. And then you go to this, they will arrive at, and then here they want to see what would you put here. So I'm just going to say here, they would arrive at 2:30 p.m. Now, this is very fun here. We can put buttons. So we can say, this is a quick reply button, basically says if they click on this one, they will be able to send a text message quickly. You can say, for example, cancel my delivery. Then you can have another button that is call us, for example. This would link to calling your phone number. And I'm going to put another button that is to visit. You could put a button that's to visit our website. So this, you could, for example, say reschedule. And this could go, for example, to a Calendly, okay? What's really cool is that you can put the website URL. So you could put calendly.com, scheduling link. But what's really cool is if you have a team, for example, you could have this be a dynamic link. In that case, after this, you would put a sample of how this would continue. So this is kind of the base URL. And then if you want this to be different for each team, you could have it as a variable that's coming inside Zapier or Make. This is very useful for large teams. Now, if I wanted to add an image, the way it would arrive, we would have the image here, the text, and the buttons on the WhatsApp message. Same for a video or a document or a PDF or anything. Those would come directly attached on here. I'm just going to keep it text to make it simple here. And I will show you how this actually all works. Now we're going to preview and submit. So this is now being sent to Facebook for approval. So we see the template is pending. Make sure that before you create a template, you need to have done the connection with WhatsApp. It should say here your account has been connected successfully. If you didn't connect your WhatsApp account first, you're not going to be able to create a template. And now we can go here where it says templates, and we will see our templates. Now we see already that the status have moved to approved. So Facebook has already approved our template. We can click here and preview it. I'll show you how you can use it. Once you create a template, you're really ready to go. I'll show you how to do it on Zapier and on Make. On Zapier, we're gonna create a Zap here. Now, our app is a private app. So you need to go here, click on either connect to Zapier, click here, and then you need to click on accept invite and build a Zap. Okay, if you don't do it, you're not going to be able to find our system because it's a private app. You don't see it publicly. I'm just going to quickly here go to the tool and find notifier system. This is the one here. You can see it's invite only. Now we're going to be able to say choose an event, send a message with your template. So once we have installed the Zapier private app, we're going to go to API key, copy this, all right? And then on Zapier, we're going to go notifier system. Then we can put here, let me just put actually my personal number. So we're going to put, hi, Axel will arrive at 3:30 p.m. Okay? So these are, we can see here, it's very handy. We can see the template that we created and what each variable means. So hi, the number 1 is body 1, and number 2 here is the time. And we can see here what we had put as example values. Okay, and then we can see that there's 2 buttons, cancel my delivery, which is a quick reply, and call a phone number. Let me go here. And we're going to click on here on the test step. Okay, and then we can see here success equals true. That's important. It means there's an error. There's no error. And then we can see accepted, which is another way of saying accepted. We can now go to our WhatsApp and we can see that this is the message I just received. Now the quick reply button we can see is if I click here on this button, it automatically sends a message to our number. On Make, it works pretty similarly. Let me just show you. Click here on connect to Make and continue. And you need to install our private app. Okay, we already have it installed, but you need to click here install. And then we're going to be able to see here the template name. So this was update, I think, about the shipment, grocery shipment update. We can put dynamically the phone number. So this would come from another step if we want. And then again, just you can put the variables here, either write them down or put them dynamically from here. That's how you basically use and create your templates inside our console. It's a lot. It's actually very simple, and you can create as many as you want. You can always see them here and preview them to make sure it's what you want. If not, you can simply delete them and redo them. Right? If you have any questions, again, as always, we're super happy to help. Just contact us here on the chat. Thank you.